Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're switching gears a bit for this deep dive. We're going to be we're diving into the world of artivism, where art meets activism.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're taking you all the way to South Africa for this one,
Yeah.
to the Global Artivism Conference.
Right.
No worries, if you're not like an artivism expert, we're going to break it all down.
Mm-hmm.
So to get the little sneak peek into this really, really cool global event.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have we have access to the notes of someone named Mildred Achoke,
Okay?
who attended the conference virtually, and she was really great about highlighting some key quotes,
Oh, awesome.
which kind of gives us this direct line
Oh, that's
to some of the most important ideas.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like having our own little
Yeah, it's like our own personal guide.
yeah through the conference.
Okay, so jumping right in, Mildred captured this quote from a Professor Malolek, and it really struck me. He said, "In the beginning, there was art." And it's such a simple statement, but when I read it, it just feels so profound.
It does, yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think it just makes you realize how deeply ingrained art is in the human experience. You know what I mean? He's not just talking about a specific time period. It's like going back to the very essence of human expression, from the very beginning.
Right.
From ancient cave paintings telling stories of their time to, I don't know, music that gives voice to emotions across cultures. Like art has always been there, as our companion.
That's so true. And speaking of expression, keynote speaker Fabiana Rodriguez said something that really caught Mildred's attention. She said, "Battle for the imagination." And specifically in the context of understanding history and the impacts of history. So it's like she's saying that art is key to how we see not just the past, but
Right.
what's possible in the future too.
Absolutely, yeah. I think art has this incredible power to reshape how we understand the past, Think about how indigenous artists today are reclaiming narratives that were distorted by colonial powers.
Right.
And through their art, they're challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths and see history from a different perspective.
Yeah, it's a battle for the truth.
Yeah.
For a more accurate and inclusive understanding of what actually happened. It's incredible how art can do that. And Professor Maliyuk's quote that we started with about art existing in the beginning, it really got me thinking about this idea that it's so fundamental in everything.
Yeah.
But then he went on to say that art and activism can help us remember our broken relationships.
Wow.
And that really struck a chord with me. What kind of broken relationships do you think he's referring to?
That is such a powerful metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's it makes you think about all these different layers of brokenness, right? The rifts between individuals, between genders, between even humanity and the environment. It's like he's highlighting this deep fragmentation that exists in the world, and suggesting that artivism has a role to play in healing those divisions.
Yeah, it's like healing is needed on so many levels. Personal, societal, global,
Yeah.
It's not just about fixing one thing. It's about understanding how it's all interconnected.
Right, exactly.
Was there a particular broken relationship that stood out to you?
The one that resonated most deeply with me was this idea of the broken relationship between humans and the environment, we've reached this critical point where our actions, directly impact the planet's health.
Right.
And artivism, with its ability to touch our hearts, inspire action, has such a crucial role to play in kind of mending that rift.
Yeah, it's about going beyond just understanding the problem, intellectually.
Right.
But art makes you feel it.
Exactly.
And that's what can create change. So moving to this final theme that Mildred captured, it seemed like there was a strong emphasis on the global and interconnected nature of artivism.
Yeah.
Luisa Zondo, another speaker at the conference, she put it beautifully when she said, "Our histories connect all of us."
Yeah, and, she didn't shy away from the difficult parts of those histories.
Right.
She talked about the tyrannies of colonization, oppression, inequality, marginalization, and violence.
Yeah.
It's this acknowledgement of shared struggles, these interconnected histories that we all share is so important.
Especially given that the conference is in South Africa.
Right.
A country with such a powerful history of overcoming oppression and a history where artivism played such a key role.
Absolutely. And, Zondo actually spoke about the international solidarity that contributed to South Africa's liberation, how people all around the world came together to fight against apartheid, using their voices, their art, to amplify the calls for justice and equality coming from within South Africa.
So that idea of collective action seems to tie in with what Fabiana Rodriguez was saying about the need to fight for justice and peace.
Hmm.
In today's world, with all its complexity, how do you see this call to action, like, resonating?
I think it's a reminder that we're not alone in our struggles,
Hmm.
Like, look at the climate justice movement. Young people globally are uniting to demand action.
Right.
Or artists using their platforms to shed light on injustice, amplify marginalized voices.
Right.
It's a reminder that we have the power to create change,
Yeah.
to fight for a more just and equitable world.
It's happening all around us. It's been so insightful to dive into these ideas with you, even if it's just this little glimpse
Yeah.
into the first day of the conference.
Totally. And, as you move through your day, I just want to encourage you to pay attention to the art you encounter, the music, the shows, the books.
Yeah.
Consider how they might be shaping your views,
Right.
challenging your assumptions,
Yeah.
even sparking a desire within you to make a difference.
It's a reminder that we're not just passive consumers of art,
Right.
but like active participants in how it shapes our world.
Exactly.
And we'll leave you with that thought-provoking note.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
Absolutely.
See ya.
Bye.